Welcome to an episode of the goRIA Investment News live stream. I will be at the T3 conference here in Las Vegas today and tomorrow, just enjoying the conversations with a lot of the premier tech firms and tech people in the industry. As you can see, we're starting off with one of the best, Abby Salome, CMO of Case. Abby, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me here. It's super exciting. 20th anniversary of the T3 conference.
Absolutely. So we actually use Case at our shop. You know, my day job is I run software and we love it. And from the goRIA perspective, our audience is made up of advisors looking to goRIA, and they're at the wirehouses, they're at the broker dealers, and I talk to these people all the time, and they're always asking, well, geez, if I leave XYZ wirehouse, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't get alternatives. Is that true?
I mean, you know, that's incredible because the original vision for Case was actually on that exact issue. The fact that the wirehouse advisors were at an advantage because they had access to alternative investments in the industry. So what we did originally was democratize that access for alternative investments. The Case marketplace has over 100 private funds leading alternative asset managers, and we're bringing it directly to the fingertips of independent financial advisors. We focus exclusively on the RIA community.
Okay, you know, I didn't know that. So it's only RIAs. You guys don't work with the wirehouses.
We only work with RIAs and the independent broker dealers.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I learn everything
something
new every day. Okay,
there
cool.
you go.
So then how is it that you're helping advisors do this? So again, my day job is I run sovereign. We are just getting involved with alts. We've just recently onboarded with you guys.
Yep.
So I kind of know the story.
Thank you.
But for those of those people in the audience that are not, how are you making those sub docs easier to use, and what's the secret sauce?
So if you think about it, alternative investing is a life cycle. So what we do is really handle every stage of that life cycle, from pre-trade, which is all of your due diligence and your searching and your filtering. And we also outsource all of the due diligence to Mercer so that we have an unbiased third party that actually does the due diligence on the funds we get this marketplace. And then the transaction, which is there's pre-trade, there's trade, which is the transaction. That's the digitized subject. So that's the client profile. You load it once from your CRM. You never need to do it again. It creates the digital experience, the know your customer, the AML. All of that is incorporated in that process. And then we connect to the ecosystem, every custodian, every reporting provider. So the transaction is as seamless as transacting any investment. And then post-trade, which is after the trade, it's connecting those dots, the piping and the plumbing with your parts that you already work with, in addition to centralizing all your calls in one place to make it easier for cap calls and K1s and things like that.
Yeah, interesting. So thinking about this now that you mentioned you're not working with wirehouses, type of more streamlined entry systems as well?
I can't answer that question because I'm very unfamiliar with the nuances of how they handle their alternative investing. I would imagine that they must have something that they use to solve for these issues. They've traditionally been very large alts users. Right. So we're really focused exclusively on how can we make this as easy as possible for the independent advisor to gain the advantage that the wirehouse advisors have had all these years.
Right. And also the calling card, right, for our industry, the RIA industry, is fiduciary friendly, independence, non-proprietary. So I assume the marketplace has a wide swath of different types of offerings.
Gosh, it goes from hedge funds, real estate, BDCs, interval funds, private equity, venture capital, you name it. And then what we all do, I also run our Case IQ, which is a tech-enabled education platform. So we have education, which is very AI-driven, fast out there for every fund on the Case platform, very quick, easy way for advisors to learn about these products that they feel confident recommending them to their clients.
That sounds good. So if you're in the audience, you're in the thinking, can I do alts on a fee basis? Yes. Can I do it easily? Yes, I think so.
You can.
All right, that sounds good. Thing to announce. We're at T3. We're hearing lots of announcements down the pike. Do you guys have anything to announce today?
So we've announced a couple of things recently. One was the launch of Case Solutions, which is like taking our marketplace technology firm that I just described to you, pre-trade, trade, and post-trade, and giving advisors the ability to use one or more pieces of the platform. For example, if you're an advisor and you actually like to source your own alternative investments, but you use the ease of our transaction engine and plumbing into the custodians, you can put your fund on the Case platform that you sourced yourself. You will only see that when you come into the Case platforms, permissioned for you. And yet we can then allow you to use the digitized subscription docs, the post-trade reporting, all of that stuff. So Case Solutions is really taking the technology and basically sassing it out, for lack of another word.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we just announced, I believe last week, is that on the heel of our annual summit that was in Beverly Hills, we're actually now doing 15 Case live events around the country to help educate financial advisors, independent financial advisors, alternative asset managers, and their products in states around the country. So coming near you.
Yeah, no, that sounds awesome. And as a consumer of your services, education is big too, because we're really new to all. So your IQ has been
good.
And just one quick question. This is a question. You know, I'll take some luxuries here if I can. That's solutions that you say. So if the investment that I perhaps want for my shop, it's not your marketplace, I could just plug it in with that solution.
You can just load it onto the Case platform, and we won't even. You can work with Mercer if you choose to get it rated.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to get it rated because you've done your own due diligence with your own investment research team in-house, then you can load it onto your platform and it can be available to your advisors only.
Wow.
We can also create a Case IQ for it if you want that. So there's a lot of different configurations that we can do with our platform to help advisors if they self-source funds.
I absolutely love that. You know, and we'll end on that. Tell the audience, try that at your broker dealer. Try that at your wire house. Imagine, here's this. Put it on the platform.
Right. Wouldn't happen.
No shot.
Definitely not. So look that we can.
That's fantastic. Abby Salome, thank you for joining us on this kickoff for the T3 live casts, live streams. And coming up in about 2 hours, so stay tuned. And watch this and webinars, the articles that easy to get to, www.goria.com. We'll see you in a couple of hours. Thanks again, Abby.